Hey Capricorn, thank you so very much for checking out your weekly reading for February 4th through the 10th. We're kicking off this week with a new moon in Aquarius, bringing in lots of mental clarity for many of us, being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel, being able to see possibilities that lay out before us. So very great time for manifesting. We're going to see how this energy is going to be coming in and affecting our Capricorn sun, moon, and rising friends, and see what messages are coming up for you in the week ahead. These are going to be general messages for career, family, finances, spiritual growth. Here's your Monday, Tuesday. Love readings have been done separately. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you want a love video, check out the love videos in the description. You can watch the love videos after this if you wish for love info. There's your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I will pull one card for an angel message or soul homework at the end of this video. The World. I love this card. I love the World card in general, and I love the artwork on this particular deck. It is adorable. But the World card is major arcana, so this is a major shift, a major turning point in your life. The one really great positive thing about the World card is it's letting you know something has come to an end. But generally, when it's the World card, it's a joyous feeling, because sometimes things come to an end that are good for us, that they came to an end, but they don't feel good. Like we might feel depressed or sad, even if we know that, okay, in the long run, this will be better for me. With the World card, you're happy about it. Like you're happy from the get-go. It's not something that you have to get used to, or eventually you'll see the bright side. No, when it's the World card, you're happy. You're happy about something coming to an end. And for a lot of you, it's a negative cycle that's been influencing you or affecting you for a long time. I know a lot of Capricorns that I knew were really being influenced by what was happening with Saturn that ended in the summer of last year of 2018. But that cycle was like 10, 12 years, guys. So especially those of you Capricorns who've I've been for decades having a hard time, or I've been having a hard time since the 90s, or whatever it might be, or it's the early part of 2000s, you know, for a lot of you that were repeating or feeling like you were in this nightmare Groundhog's Day where it was just same thing over and over and over, you're finally feeling that energy lifted. Even though Saturn made its change in the summertime of 2018, you might not be feeling that energy having lifted till now. Or that energy lifted and things began to move forward little by little, but this is the time in which you're finally beginning to see the fruits of that labor, where you're finally able to see the results of the work you've been able to do since then. Some of you may have been working on something for the last 6 or 7 months, and it's finally paying off. You're seeing something come to fruition. Some of you are selling something, or you've been trying to sell something. It's finally getting picked up or sold. Some of you have been really struggling and trying to get your foot in the door at a certain type of business or a company or type of work, and you're finally getting your foot in the door. This is a really positive card of cycles being completed as well as being seen, like being given recognition, being given attention, being recognized. Some of you are getting ready and you're planning this really big trip and you're really excited. Some of you are preparing to spend an extended period of time overseas. And when I say overseas, it's very broad, right? So if you're somebody who lives in the East, you may be getting ready to spend some time in the West, or vice versa, right? It's going to be different for different ones of us, but something that for you is very international, something for you that's a very different way of being. And I'm getting marriage. I keep hearing marriage. Some of you are planning a marriage overseas. I don't know. That may be very specific to a very small percentage of you, but I have a rule. If I hear it, I say it, and I heard it, so I said it. Again, this card is going to apply to you all in different ways. Check out your moon sign and rising sign videos for information on which it will apply to you. But for a lot of you, that snake is really jumping out at me, and snakes are a symbol of healing and transformation and shedding the old skin. So really positive, energetic changes here. A lot of you are healing from something that's been holding you back for a long time. Your next card here, my lovelies, is Six of Wands. And that, again, is just, emphasizing it for you that you're coming into some level of victory this week. Six of Wands is beating out the competition. Six of Wands is success. It's a victory. It's word of mouth. Like things traveling via word of mouth. People, your reputation is preceding you in a positive way. Some of you don't get surprised if you begin meeting people and someone says, oh, I've heard so much about you. Some of you are going to have to get used to that phrase because I'm hearing it. And you're going to be like, what? Like people are talking about me? And Capricorn, the reason why I feel this is a really big deal for you is a lot of you for a very long time have felt very insignificant. Right? To where maybe even if you've heard that phrase occasionally in the past, you may have joked and said, oh, good, I hope, or oh, now I'm nervous, But no, you're coming into this thing of like beginning to see that not only are people talking about you, they're saying positive things about you. You have a positive reputation to where when people are coming across you, they're excited to meet you. Okay, for some of you, this will be romantic, even though I'm not going to get into romance in this reading. I already did the romantic readings. You can check that out. And the love readings in the description and the link. But for some of you, it could be, don't be surprised that somebody's begin to talk about their friends and family to you. And you might be like, oh, wow, well, I didn't realize this person felt this way. Or I didn't realize that they were taking things this seriously. For other ones of you, this will be in terms of like career, some of you are even getting a reputation on social media in a positive way. Those of you who've been putting something creative on social media, maybe you have social media because you're trying to do something with modeling or singing or acting or whatever, and people are beginning to hear of you, and you're like, oh, this is it. Like, I'm coming up. People are beginning to hear of me, right? But to me, this feels like acknowledgement. There's something very positive happening here with acknowledgement, and that brings me to Seven of Swords. I'm sorry, Capricorn, but I'm laughing, and some of you are gonna like, oh, great, there's always something. But okay, this is still positive. Seven of Swords can have to do with finding a creative way of doing something. Sometimes it can have to do with finding the gray areas, maybe bending the rules a little bit, finding creative ways out of a sticky situation. But for me personally, Seven of Swords is my like online snooping card. And what did I say? Some of you are getting positive recognition online or on social media. Some of you may be announcing something on your social media where it's like a big milestone for you in your personal life. Maybe your relationship status is changing on your Facebook page, or maybe you're putting something on your Instagram that's like announcing something like a new job or something that you landed, right? And some of you are having these snoopy little people watching and seeing what's being posted. For some of you, it could be an ex. For some of you, it could be friends or family that might be a little bit envious or might be stirring up trouble or like, looking ways of talking about it in some way. Typically, when this card comes up, somebody's not snooping on you because they have your best interest at heart. It's like either, how can I get this person back? How can I convince them that they need me? Or when is going to be their weakest moment to where I can slip in and they'll give me another chance? Or, this is what I'm feeling it is, Capricorn. Be careful. Because some of you, when this positive change is announced, all of a sudden, somebody, you may have known this person for a very long time. You may have been friends on social media for a long time. All of a sudden, they're seeing your successes or your positive changes, and now all of a sudden, they want to hang out. All of a sudden, they want to be with you. They might even be really flirty. They might be really turning up the charm and like being seductive, right? And you've known this person for a long ass time, and now all of a sudden, they know that you're alive. They may be trying to get into your pockets, or they may be trying to get into your pants, right? To influence you in some way, to hitch onto your wagon of success, to go places. So just be cautious of that, right? Be cautious of that. Let someone prove themselves and show themselves before you go handing over your heart. Do not hand over money. Like somebody might be coming at you all of a sudden with a sob story because they're under the impression that maybe you're doing well. Maybe they even think you're doing way better than you actually are. So be careful there. Be careful. Be careful for the snoopy, little sneaky Pete's that come in trying to benefit from the successes of your hard work. So let's see what is happening here with your angel message or soul homework for the week. And we're going to see what is going to happen. I know a lot of you ask me about my nails. That info is in the description of the video too. All right. Here's your message, Capricorn. What? I can't even read this writing. Seek seclusion. What did I say? You have this success that's coming your way. And now there's going to be people that are like bringing attention to you or reaching out to you. Some of you are receiving positive recognition and it might feel a little overwhelming. Some of you are feeling a little overwhelmed by the good news or the success that you're experiencing. There's nothing wrong with taking some time to spend some alone time, you know, at home or in your room or whatever it might be. You need to recharge and refuel your battery right now. Anytime we go through a massive positive shift, we get exhausted. We get really tired, okay? So don't think, oh, why am I being lazy? Or why am I being so tired? Or why am I not being more excited? I should be doing this. I should be doing that. Listen to your body. Okay, some of you are really getting in touch with your empathetic abilities, and I can tell you as an empath, it can be exhausting just going to the store, like to like just buy something real quick. Like, oh, I just went to the store to buy juice or eggs or something, and that alone can be very exhausting, especially if you're going at a busy time and there's a lot of people around. You might be a lot more sensitive to energies because of your own shift, your own changes, your own blocks that you're overcoming. Right? So this is okay for you to take some time and just maybe step away from others. You know, look at this. Like, she's all tired and she's all like wanting to take a nap. And there's this, you know, handsome knight here that maybe is like trying to get her attention. And she's like, you know what, like, come back another day. I need to rest. I don't have time to go out with you, Prince Charming. And what did I say? I feel like that's really confirming what is happening here. Okay? Some of you may have a Prince Charming or Princess Charming or something that's, you know, propositioning you in some way. But, you know, take it easy. Put yourself first right now. Put yourself first right now and try to rejuvenate, recharge your battery, my lovelies. Check out your moon sign and rising sign. Like I said, there's going to be a pick a card in a couple of days. So be sure to subscribe and hit notifications so you don't miss any of the new videos. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, all of it. It helps me to continue making videos. I appreciate you all so much for being here. Be sure to check out the description for more info and private reading info as well. Till next time, my friends.